All right, this is a brief little segment because this is just gonna get tacked into another video. Because we're doing this and don't have time for anything else, so this this will just be put on to when we do other stuff another time. Anyway, I'm Fury1031 as Wild Flame. Hello, that's Navy, Lance, Poppy Boy, and we are going to talk to Geralt and upgrade the guy into his next little phase. Hopefully the extra bit pace will be enough to make the bugger a bit smarter. Let me know when you found that what I need. Here you
What was the
are.
guy saying, by the way, before we give him the sand, just so we can make predictions?
Oh, let's see. Imp. We were thinking imp.
Yeah, we
Barbara.
were thinking him.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what we were thinking.
yeah, imp is probably the thing.
All right. Now we're talking. Time to let my genius shine.
Oh, I'm scared. What are you gonna give us, Geralt? What abomination?
Smart and stately, was it? I reckon that calls for a few flourishes. A fetching cane and crown for our void-sent friend. Wait, what?
Oh, wait,
That's
a
not.
mind flayer?
Oh, that might be it. What else has a crown and a cane? I don't
It
know.
absolutely is. Oh,
Oh my god. It doesn't have hands. I thought it would have hands and feet.
no.
There.
And tentacles.
Quite the upgrade, eh? This does feel more dignified. And my powers. It feels as though a flame has been kindled within my soul. Kindled? The flame ain't roaring yet, is it? Bugger. You're speaking more clearly at any rate. Could you explain to us what's missing from your current guise? Do you find me alluring?
Nope.
I mean, you're kind of fleshlight shaped.
I was radiant. Countless thralls were at my beck and call. I must be made beautiful. I tell
My
you,
current
a
working theory.
vision? Is he a succubus?
My current working theory is he's full of shit. He was a little glob in there, and he just got summoned, and he realized, oh, they can make me a body. Oh, I'm gonna pretend I was the coolest fucking voidesent.
Yeah, probably. He's probably some weak little thing that wants to be a Diabolos. A gaggle of downtrodden minions doing your bidding, eh? Or doing your bidding? Reminds me of Rowena. Gah, there's nothing like the thought of that wretched harridan to douse me fire. Listen, I'll see to the vessel, but I'll need more crystal paste to do the face justice. Bring me another 300 portions, would ye? Ugh. Bleeding hell, Geralt. All this paste procuring is getting out of hand. I'm not consistent with this guy's voice at all. You heard the bugger's demands. That level of craftsmanship needs plenty of resources. Simple as that. Better to do a proper job from the outset than scrimp on the paste and end up having to remake the bleeding thing when our void-sent friend complains. He's complaining every time regardless.
Come on, don't be shit.
Where is he? He's not anywhere. Take care when crafting my vessel. I wish not to face my underlings with an unseemly visage. Okay.
Okay, now it's 300. So we have 100, 200, and 300 now, so 600.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Do
that.
we want to?
Oh,
Sorry,
I was gonna
wrap up.
wrap up. All right. Well, see you later for the next stop of the video. Behold, the second part of this video is the next part of this, as it turns out. All right.
So we can touch on saving the last one.
Hey, what?
didn't you say you were gonna tack it onto the same video as the last one? That one?
No, I said I was gonna tack it on to some other video that would be short. Maybe this. Maybe I said maybe it'll be this one. I think. I don't know. It depends.
Regardless, it's this one.
It's this one.
Oh,
All right, Geralt.
yeah.
Geralt, is that thing gonna turn into a tiny succubus? 'Cause that's gonna be dumb.
Or a big succubus. I don't want that.
God. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't. Honestly, the tiny succubus is worse than the big succubus.
300 portions of base ought to be good enough for a suitably beautiful vessel. Tell me when you're done gathering.
Yeah, it's gonna be succubus. It's totally gonna be succubus.
Yep. It's gonna...
I think I will ride a little succubus and big succubus, to be honest.
Oh, look at all that. I'll admit my fire's still sputtering, but your artwork won't go to waste.
I mean, I would much rather an incubus, to be fair.
Yeah, but they don't have incubi in this.
Yeah.
If it's clever, conceited, and easy on the eyes you're after, I reckon crafting this old vessel in a certain someone's image will work wonders. I wonder if is he gonna craft it like Rowena?
He's gonna craft it right later.
Imagine it's not a succubus, it just looks like Rowena.
It's a succubus.
Eh.
Yeah, it looks kind of stupid.
Satisfied now? Who would be? A vast improvement. The reverence writ upon your faces, writ large upon your faces, says it all.
I don't think that voice fits it anymore. It's a girl now.
I know. I've been trying to give it the same voice this entire time, no matter what, and so that's why it's funnier. I could try to give it a Dr. Girlfriend voice, but I don't know if I can achieve that.
I continue with the same faces, the same voice. It's fine.
Though I sense a deficiency. Without it, I shall be unable to call forth the true extent of my power. Bloody hells! Still something missing? Indeed. Aha! An ether-infused orb will be the focus of my power, and the key to achieving your designs. Of course! This is the technique inspired by etheric infusion. The answer was staring us in the face this whole bleeding time. Right, lad. I can see the vessel's final form in my mind's eye. All I need is the last 600. God damn it, why couldn't it have been like 400?
Because it was gonna be 1200, and it was not gonna be 100, 200, 300, and then 400, and then another 300.
Oh, but
I
it could have
think.
been 1,000 total.
Yeah.
It could have been 1,000 total, yes, but no, it was 1200.
All I
Oh
need,
well, we'll see the recording in another year, I guess.
all I need is the last 600 servings of crystal paste to bring me vision to life. I guess. Where is it? I channeled ether of vanquished foes into a brilliant orb. To unleash my power, you must utilize a similar sphere for the vessel. Okay, so he's gonna transform into a voidesent that has an orb. What voidesents have orbs?
No, I don't think he's gonna transform anymore. He's just gonna have an orb. That's it.
Has he done? Did he do Aramon? Was that one of them?
No.
Okay, but that's incompatible. Like that's incompatible. Like that's ugly. That's not.
Yeah.
So like, what's a succubus with an orb? Like.
Oh. Okay, well that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next few seconds of the video. Bye bye. Alright, hello and welcome back. This is Fury. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. This is Fury 1031. I'm gonna meet up with the others. We're gonna do some Hildibrand content, and then the Little Ladies' Day event.
Anyway, let's go.
Okay,
Maybe
yes.
it's here, so let's take the chance.
Alright, Hard-boiled, what you got for us? Hard-boiled casts a resolute shadow beneath the unrelenting glare of True View's neon illumination. I'm just making sure I'm recording. I'm always nervous about that. It looks like I am. Wild! I was hoping you'd drop by. Took a bit of doing, but I was able to widen the crack I made in that storage device and yank out a couple of new scraps of data. The first file just so happened to be a record of Cornelian's procedure. Seems the bastard's soul was poured into one of those plot-type monsters. They've got an annoying talent for mimicking shapes and faces, which is exactly what Cornelian took advantage of when he tricked us with his fake chemica. Oh god, it's not these two. Never fear. Inspector Hildibrand is here. The other file I pulled had details on yet another monstrified criminal. This mook was nabbed for repeated vehicular violations, riding his air wheeler too fast, making reckless maneuvers, endangering others, that sort of thing. According to the data, he's running around in the body of a cactuar now. What a prickly situation. Oh, you make the same joke similarly. Judging by what we've seen of that researcher's schemes, he'll have dispatched the prickly speed demon somewhere outside the dome. But where? Rejoice, my good detective, for I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, come bearing the very direction you seek. I have it straight from the mouth of the real chemica that an ambulatory cactus piloting a flying contraption was supposedly observed streaking through the sky on a southerly bearing.
Okay. Was that contraption? Oh, fuck! I need to look up the name of the card. Never mind. Keep going.
Alas, despite hastening to confirm this sighting, our intrepid sheriff arrived too late to see the needle-covered individual in question. The report was summarily dismissed as fanciful imaginings of inebriated townsfolk. The insistent chirp of veteran instinct nonetheless impelled me to investigate. Thus did my faithful assistant and I venture further south to question the colorful crowds of Tuliodol. Tuliolol! Yes, there, to find sober witnesses eager to tell of an airborne succulent. They said it was moving at an incredible pace, sat astride a vehicle like the ones the mechanical invaders had ridden. It was last seen zipping past a dirigible before vanishing into the clouds to the south. Alexandria's soldiers ride on air wheelers, so unless there's another flying cactuar out there somewhere, I think we have our man. Good work. Almost too good, in fact. That was basic competence. Who are you and what have you done with Hildibrand? Over there! Is that a new case I spy? Hardly had to bait the hook. They're the real deal, all right. Although, come to think of it, I don't know why anyone would bother impersonating either of them to begin with.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, Hildibrand is what a fucking nobility. That's
Yeah, he's the son of one of the richest guys in the world.
yeah.
Not
He had a good hook. Okay, he had good reasons to doubt. Okay, somebody's been impersonating people, and Hildibrand was interestingly competent for a moment. I'm like, huh.
At least the lead seems solid enough. But if we're serious about catching this guy, we'll need an air wheeler of our own. Come on, there's a shop nearby that does custom jobs. I have one. They didn't do a custom job for me. They just gave me the standard model. I wanted red.
And they also charge me is at the normal amount. I would like it to be, you know, more.
Also, Hearted Boiled. Yeah, Hearted Boiled. Those things sell for like what, 7 million gil? No, not 7. Yeah,
700,000.
700,000 gil. Wait, really? That was it? I could have sworn it was in the million.
No, it was 7 million. I think it was 7 million. Yes,
Oh, this way.
probably.
It's the perverts. He's
Oh,
got
it is, actually.
he's got one of those bugs with him.
Oh, it is the buggy. Yes.
What is that sound? Hang on a second. Turn off the music.
What? How
There's
did you?
some-
How? When Puppy got here, something exploded. How did you do that?
I didn't explode anything.
No, Puppy got here and then something exploded. On
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't see that. My mouse fell over and half my buttons got pressed a minute ago, but that was kind of where we started, not where we ended.
Oh, I could go for a nice bowl of custard.
He's always hungry.
Did he say they do custard jobs?
Oh.
No one else. Oh, maybe. This is the place. I used to be a regular here, but I ain't been back in a while. Let's see if they still remember me. Well, well, look who the wind blew in. Monom, I've come for my steed. That battered old scrap heap. It's been rusting on my garage floor for so long I doubt it can manage a slow trot, let alone a gallop.
I have to admit something.
What?
For 5 seconds, I thought that wasn't a beer but a pacifier on him.
Yeah. Happy to give it a tune-up if you have credits to burn, but I'll need you to supply some parts. A new high-voltage battery and a superconductor coil at a minimum. The chronometer's ticking. I'll see if I can't get my hands on a battery, but can I ask you to track down the coil? These soft-boiled dopes wouldn't know a suspension spring from an anti-gravity gimbal, but you I can trust to find the right part without cracking under the pressure. I'm on it, detective.
You're gonna go forgot my number, do you?
Yep, I went for that.
Alright. It just goes right to Monom saying, Hardboiled seems desperate to get his air wheeler up and running, so I'll give you a tip. If you want a coil quick like, then salvaging the rides of defective sentries is your best bet.
Okay, so the second option from Hard to Boiled gave us just telling it like it is. I know a tough egg when I see one. And then the line you described.
I'll even lend you this handy gadget to help you out. Set off the distress signal on the west side of Old Alexandria, and you'll soon have some murderous mechanical company to dismantle for parts. I'll take these two along with me on the battery hunt. Good luck out there. Hey guys, can you take a look at my air wheeler? I want it red.
They could really use some, you know. Hey, yeah, you can paint your mounts now.
It would be nice.
You can dye your mounts now.
Like they don't even have to do it for all of them, just the ones that they have that they clearly have models for these ones. I think all 4 of us are gonna get the same one. Phantom glass. This a bespoke-looking glass crafted by master artisan Geralt. Used to. Oh wait, silly me. Just speaking.
Okay. Sure.
Sorry.
That's fine. I find it hilarious. We get one enemy for the 4 of us, and it's just like it's got the same hit points as the one for one person.
I think might as well just teleport back to Solution 9.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in Solution 9. Okay. I'm gonna set the teleport for someone.
You lazy you. I did the same thing.
Back over to a Need for Speed at the Arcadian, I guess, or the other one. Doesn't really matter.
I mean, I think it does matter because it's on one side of the.
I'm not.
No. Yeah. Actually, it doesn't really matter. You were right.
Yeah, I'm gonna get there.
Exactly where it needs to be for it to not matter.
I see what you mean by that. Yeah, that passage.
It did matter. I got here first.
I took forever while looking at the map.
While Lance went the other way.
In my side of the map. Sorry for that.
Modem's been working like a Malala possessed lately. Hearing about your exploits really got him fired up. Were we supposed to know these people beforehand?
Nope.
Man, look at this red one. It looks sick. I want it.
Yeah, I want the blue one, and I also want the green one, and honestly, I want the red one too.
I get rid of the.
They don't need to. That's a compromise. They don't need to make mounts in general dyeable because that would be a fuckload of work. They just need to make those 3 things as mounts.
Yeah.
They could make one yellow and one purple too, you know, because I'm pretty sure the navy wants purple.
I'd rather not have the blue in this, but and get rid of the purple.
Hey.
I'm just saying, aesthetically, this would look better. Alright, Mono. I keep wanting to give him 3 syllables. Well, get your hands on a coil? Aye, that should do the trick. Now, where did your mates run off to? Can't be that hard to find a store what sells batteries. You should probably head over to the Nexus Arcade and see what's keeping them. Yeah, I went.
It's either an extremely deep cut internet joke or a typo.
What thing?
A store what sells batteries.
Oh.
No, like
Also, the guy said it can't be that hard. You don't know Hildibrand.
Yeah.
It can be.
Using the word "what" there in it like this is actually a thing. It's not a typo. I don't quite know exactly whenever you would use "what" in a situation like this. It's like finding what works is another one. Harderboard's taking a sweet time buying a battery. Funny, he don't seem the type to window shop. Arcade.
I found Hardy Boy, but if you guys want, we can search to see if Hildibrand and Nashu are around.
Oh.
I don't see them.
Or the perfect. But he would be with Nashu, so if he's there, Nashu's there.
Yeah. Huh. Where are they? We're holding
Upstairs.
down X. I don't see anybody.
Oh. Huh. Holding down X doesn't do that much for me anymore because I already have that turned off.
Yeah, I don't see them, so let's start to Hardy Boil.
And they're not out here. They'll probably just walk in the cutscene. Wild. Any trouble picking up that coil? Nothing you couldn't handle, I'll wager. As for the battery, I bought one easily enough. The problem was convincing the inspector and his gal to stick around after he caught a whiff of tantalizing familiarity. Long story short, they wandered off and haven't come back. Suppose we ought to go look for them, eh? Pervert.
Pervert. How Hardy Boil hasn't noticed the pervert?
Oh, this guy is a zombie.
Zombie, yes.
Is that a corpse? A smiling corpse? You needn't fret, detective. This dapper zombie is an old acquaintance of mine.
Dude, you saw him racing. No, not racing because they were raced already. But he essentially controlled an army of zombies and made them dance. So
That is one thing that's funny about the Final Fantasy Hildibrand card is Magic the Gathering card is that he does zombie things. Allow me to introduce myself, good sir. I am a proud member of the Gentle Deadman and disciple of Master Zombibrand. I have been on the road, seeking out new recruits for our merry mouldering band. Said search is what brought me here, and into the midst of this unexpected yet most welcome reunion. I don't usually hold with necromancy, but he seems harmless enough. So, if
He's
you're...
not. He murders people.
Yeah, he eats people's brains, dude.
Yeah.
So, if you're done catching up, we've got a case to work on. In actual fact, our conversation was almost entirely case adjacent. Employing his nose for festering fellows, this gentle zombie traced the stench of necromantic decay to the very facility in which I once slumbered.
of course.
Yes, I became fast friends with one of the reanimated researchers there. During the process of getting to know each other, he spoke briefly of the only person left alive after the incident. According to my new charnel chum, all the lab workers perished when an accident resulted in the leakage of a highly toxic substance. All that is, save for a single man who habitually wore a protective gas mask. Oh, it's Bane! Kishkai is his name. He was second in charge after the overseer himself, yet disdained by his peers as a condescending know-it-all. They did, however, sorry, grudgingly recognize his passion for his work. Even after devoting a full day to official experiments, he would pour his remaining time and energy into some mysterious side project. And he was the sole surviving researcher, you say? Sounds like we finally have a name for our mastermind. Courtesy of the shambling undead, no less. No matter how many years I do this job. Well, thanks for that.
Don't worry, dude. You're not the only one completely already confused by how he managed to make undead friendly.
Glad to be of service. Now, if you'll excuse me, my new recruit and I have a cafe tour planned. Who's your new recruit? Who did you kill? Who is your recruit killing?
He's not killing. he recruited people from the place. Remember?
Eh.
I hope. I really hope.
So, that fellow was an honest to God's walking corpse, huh? I've met weird folks in my line of work, but do you always keep company with such oddballs?
Eh,
Yeah, it comes with my job. That was out of line. It's just, I reckon there are forces in this world you're better off not messing with. Anyway, let me take these parts.
I mess with all the forces.
Let me take these parts back to Monum and get my wheeler repaired. Monum is such an odd name; it doesn't feel right to say. I want to say Momon. Shouldn't take too long. I'll ride him back here to make sure he's running smoothly, and then you can see the magnificent beast in all his glory.
How is Harry Ball not noticing the pervert there
Mm-hmm.
and chasing after him?
He doesn't care. It's like he knows he just doesn't care.
And maybe all casually dangling with the pervert.
Our gentle zombie friend was a.
I want to give the vibe of like like the person peeking over a thing and then the other person like peeking over their shoulder and going, "What you looking at?"
Yeah.
That's the vibe. I'm like,
Oh
like,
yeah.
you're creeping, and I'm gonna creep on you for creeping.
I'm standing behind him making bunny ears.
Our gentle zombie friend was as reanimated as ever. Detective Harderboiled seemed somewhat nervous, excited to reclaim his pride and joy, perhaps. It's got a gun on it?
Yes, it does, and it looks very cool actually.
It does.
Except it looks like the gun is pointing to the floor all the time.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, that's a problem.
Core, would you look at that? What do you think, Wild? I call him Night Stallion. He's a custom job built for yours truly, and has far too much horsepower for the average mook to handle.
I think that's not a gun, though, is what it is.
Anti-gravity capabilities are standard, but when it comes to ground speed, he's been tweaked to achieve the highest possible performance. The trick is to install quick heating motor coils. But won't
Stop touching, please.
the increased heat compromise the magnetic field's integrity, you ask? While that's a valid concern, a hotter drivetrain responds completely differently when you open up the throttle and...
That night, my character is like, he's not stop talking, but my character is like, I think hey, hi.
You,
Yep,
get those filthy hands off my ride.
yep, he deserved it.
I merely thought to enhance your beloved steed with a touch of Salamanderville. So, you've had this amazing machine this whole time? Why haven't you been riding it until now? Ah, so fresh-faced and innocent. The spitting image of my assistant. I'll never forget the day I hung up my spurs. It was right after I'd caught Carnelian. Oh, that outfit. Isn't that the Calf Riders? I've been simmering in thoughts of a vengeance, fit to burst my shell at any moment. Yeah, Kira bike slide. Oh, nice shot. The big house is too good for the likes of the Crime King. See you in hell, your majesty. I don't remember the voice I gave this guy. Dang it. Should have pulled the trigger when you had the chance. You've gone soft, hard boiled. This flashback exceeds the legal length. Laced with illicit embellishments, no doubt.
Oh,
Oh, I like this. uh, I am role playing it, so Wild's getting into the role, so he's going to go with 2. Wrap it up, Gumshoe.
sure.
To cut to the chase, my assistant was avenged. Slinging the Crime King into the slammer took me off the boil, and riding cold just ain't my style. But now that Carnelian's on the streets again, it's time for me to get back in the saddle. They were saying that Cactuar punk flew over Tuli whatever, then blew past the dirigible on his way south, right? What kind of territory are we looking at? Lots of big trees there, are there? Then let's make this Yachtel's dirigible landing our starting point. I'll take the Night Stallion and meet you there.
You're gonna get killed, dude.
Hildy, your dad's not around to stomp your shit in, but you're still getting it knocked around, aren't you?
I mean, if it wouldn't be the dad, it would be the mom.
Nah, shoot. I wish I had a shiny air wheeler like the detective. I'd finally be able to keep up with the inspector. Hildibrand is
Oh, he will find a way to still get lost.
Hildibrand is eager to take to the air. Right. We shall find our way to this cocktail dirigible landing. See you there.
Jack tail.
I'm pretty sure it was Yak's tail, Inspector.
Okay.
Oh, pervert ran off too.
He's teleporting, yay.
Okay. Wait, Tuliolo? No.
Why Tuliolo?
Take the 8th right to the dirigible landing. You'll see why.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see. Oh, it's right there.
I shortcutted us.
Nice.
You're welcome. I was
didn't
like,
know you
oh,
wrote
they're
that.
sending us to the place where you arrive when you arrive in Yachtel. You can get to the Aetheryte. You can get there from the Aetheryte in Tuliolo.
You know, one thing about that's disappointing about this game that is about the fact that characters just kind of instantly appear at the destinations is that I wish there could be a thing like Skyrim where when not all the time, of course, because this would get nightmarish, but sometimes, like when let's say when characters are moving, that they will be moving in real time. Because in one quest in Skyrim, when you go with the companions to attack the Silver Hand or something like that, um, the companions will actually be running across the land. And when I played Skyrim, it was actually kind of badass to be running alongside them. I did get a little bit bored after a few minutes of that, and then I just fast traveled myself. Um, but I would like to just motorcycle ride alongside Hard Boiled. That would have been fun.
On one hand, yes. On the other, I can see why no, because
Yeah, I'd say have it be that the characters will actively will go there in real time if you let them, but if you just fast travel to the spot, they will be there. Hildibrand. That was my first time aboard a dirigible. 'Tis not so different from an airship, if said airship had jettisoned its own means of propulsion. Ah, you made it. Even this jaded old gumshoe had to appreciate that view coming in over the treetops. Anyway, I talked to the locals while waiting for you lot to arrive, and one fella had seen Mr. Cactuar flying down to the lower forests. I'm told the biggest place out that way is a settlement called Mamook, so that'll be our next destination. Let's head over there, walk the streets, ask some questions, the usual. Oh, I'm chummy with those guys. That's great. I mean, I'm chummy with everyone, but I did the quest line for those peoples. Very good, detective. But what's become of your wondrous wheeler? Night Stallion would draw more attention than I'd like. I'll use the autopilot function to call him if I need him, but otherwise I'll make do with my own 2 feet.
Took a little more than expected.
Oh, they're right here. Core, it's awfully dark here beneath the canopy. Such a dense proliferation of forest giants. I am reminded of the Twelves Wood. That must be Mamook. They build things different down here, huh? But we ain't got time to admire the architecture. Spread out and find someone who's clapped eyes on that cactuar. Linelja. Have you seen a cactuar? Yes, I did see an unusual creature riding a strange vehicle through the forest at breakneck speeds. The vehicle's terrible noise is what first drew my attention, followed by the incomprehensible yelling of its pilot. Yet, the sight of this posturing man-plant was so absurd, I found myself more bemused than frightened. Oh, no, she just got a quest for me. I haven't done the quests here. I just did the beast
As
tribe.
I said, the vehicle's racket and its pilot's yelling startled me, but I could never be scared of something so ridiculous.
That's funny.
I have no earthly idea why I've done that quest, by the way. I have not done the bulk of the ones on this map.
Miral Jaw. Oh, there we go. Yes, I've encountered the fiend you describe. The forest has its share of fantastical creatures, but this one was undeniably out of place. I observed it smashing one of the giant meteorites with the club, then racing away with the broken pieces. Make of that what you will. And still a quest. I don't have it.
Yep.
How do you do quests? Bakulja. The guy who has the same name as Bakulja, but it's never brought up. Or the subject of recent gossip. I crossed paths with the creature myself, and it was indeed odd. But the machine it rode upon was the true wonder. He pulled up alongside me and my weaver, challenging us to a race, and then zoomed off with astounding swiftness. If you're planning to catch that fiend, you'll need an equally miraculous mount. I can talk to you though. Such incredible speed. My weaver and I might as well have been standing still. I take a quick glance around to see Nashu and Hildibrand aren't just standing around somewhere. Alright, I don't see him. So, what's the rap? The testimonies I gathered were very much the same. There is a cactuar racing around out there. That much can be certain. But if he's making stops to bag meteorite fragments, then this ain't no simple joyride. Talk to me, Wild. Something about those rocks I ought to know? Oh, I should know this. They have ether in them. Some kind of special etheric radiation, eh? We hadn't pieced together Kashkai's big plan yet, but he seems real interested in those space stones. Which means we've got a good chance of finding his spiky goon by staking out the spots where the meteorites are. If we nab the cactuar, we can make him to lead us to the researcher, and to Cornelian. When I say us, I mean me and Night Stallion, of course. Once we find him, the rest of you won't be giving chase without an air wheeler. I have an air wheeler. I need no such contrivance. These legs have been conditioned by an intensive chocobo-bearing exercise regimen. Oh yeah, you wouldn't believe how fast he is.
And how easy is it to just blow around?
Well, good luck to him. Still think he's a weak-willed punk, but I can't deny that uncanny body of his is made of sterner stuff. He's not weak-willed, he just doesn't like violence.
See, I feel like he'd be faster if we brought his dad or his mom here and we were like, yo, go and punch him. And then he runs away from that.
No, we just have to bring his mommy and just tell him to tell him something. How old is your mommy?
Exactly. I mean, to be fair, bring one of his parents here and he will run fast if he needs to. They will make him run fast.
I think Lance asking that question wouldn't get him running, it would get us running.
No, it will get him running if he ever answers.
Well, he wouldn't.
Yeah, Lance, how that seed would unfold is we ask a question, we get a glare from what's-her-face, and then camera pans to Hildibrand that looks hesitating and nervous, and then she turns to, like, with a weird, like, darker camera, like, she turns to look at him with a, like, don't you dare look. That's how that would pan out. And then we run away because she chases us.
Anyway, continue.
Let's get on with it then. I hear there's a few good-sized meteorites alongside the road that leads out of town. We'll start at the near end and hope the Moog puts in an appearance. There's these two. Fancy meeting you here. I too deduce that this may very well be the scene of our criminal's next crime.
Are you searching for the same thing as me, lads?
Who knew? Who knew meteorites were so big or bumpy?
Is he not here?
No, apparently not.
Are you sure? Maybe behind these roots? No. No, I think he failed to follow
Yeah.
edge.
What if he's in the trees?
Mm.
I'm just taking a quick look up here. I don't see him. Oh, there's Hardboiled. I forgot to check in. Is that clumsy oaf trying to hide? Alright. No wheeler riding cactuar around here. Let's move on. Ugh, that idiot inspector. Took off like he had the case all sewn up. Running fast didn't find him any leads, did it? And here I thought he was onto something. That way, Nashu. I think I may be onto something. If you could endure but a little while longer, Nashu. Is it almost time to eat? And a quick look around for the pervert. Nope.
The problem is that there is a million hiding places here, so it's really hard to.
Yeah. Is that dolt trying to keep out of sight or not? I'm pretty sure he's talking about Hildibrand. Yeah. No sign of him here either. On to the next meteorite. Shouldn't we split up? Because, oh shit. I detect a hint of criminality. In that direction. Onwards, Nashu. We mustn't let the detective beat us to the punch. I could murder an egg right about now. Lunch.
Oh!
Travel tacos.
Oh?
Oh, Hildebrand's eating a banana.
Hello.
I say, these bananas,
Hello,
are
Lance.
really quite good.
Pervert alert!
Don't tell me.
Pervert alert!
I want to find him. Oh, hey. Here, I was actually seeing him in the bushes. I thought I saw something there, but I thought it was one of you, or something like that.
Ah, yes, because I'm totally Laval sized.
What? No, I meant like one of your legs or something. Alright,
It could have been Puppy.
vantage point.
Puppy's that small.
I don't see... Oh, there he is.
Oh, okay. Well, I started the cutscene, so let me know when you get in. Oh, look out and stand aside, or it's 1,000 needles in your hide. Make way for the uncatchable spike. I had to read that out because it it wasn't the clicky. It would tend to go away. Oh, he's got one of those big old clubs. This one looks ripe for this smashing. I don't know what voice to go for this guy. Hold it right there. I'm gonna need you to hop off of that air wheeler. Huh? Ah, you must be the blowhards I was warned about. Think you could give orders to the succulent speedster? My rider's maxed out with black market mods. There ain't no one faster. Keep up if you can, slowpokes. If that's the way it's gotta be, challenge accepted. To me, Night Stallion! It's time to burn rubber! Snap. Nope. Aw. I was hoping it would be like a G Gundam thing. I'm right behind you!
Poor Nacho.
And I'm right behind you, Inspector. It would be funny if we just start casually. Nope. Okay, we jog.
It would be funny if the pervert was behind.
Yeah! Damn it. The stallion's at full gallop, and I'm still trailing. That's what happens when they have such a lead. 'Twould seem you require my assistance after all. Why are you braking? You're already falling behind. What the? You caught up to me on foot? Fine. Change of plans. Where's my damn python? Ah. I'll just tweak the weapon's elemental settings like so. With you steering and me providing the thrust, that fiend will soon learn a harsh lesson. Nothing outruns a fired up Manderville man!
Of course.
Ah!
This is so stupid.
Are they actually gaining on me? Come on then, I feel the needle for speed! We did it! Victory is ours! Oh no, it's gonna blow up! I can't believe it. My undefeated record. My legendary win streak. It's over. And yet, I feel strangely content. You're under arrest. Oh, enough. You win. Just hand me over to the coppers and be done with it. So the researcher forced you to work for him, like he did with the other fiends. That's right. Told me to smash and grab the meteorites from the forest. But oh wait, no, that's not the voice. Told me to smash and grab the meteorites from the forest, but not what he wanted him for. All this way to nab some delinquent goon and no leads on Kishikai or Carnelian to show for it. Not to mention my beautiful ride getting trashed. That one's on you, Hildibrand. Perhaps we could try running together next time. Oh, if you're looking for Kishkai, I know exactly where he'll be, waiting for my meteorite delivery over by the cliffs southwest of here. Why didn't you say that sooner? I bet Carnelian is there with him. You won't escape me this time. I leave this criminal cactuar in your custody. Fiendish appearance aside, 'tis a man's soul within, so please treat him accordingly. Now, let us follow the detective to these cliffs, shall we? I must endure these villains. I must ensure these villains are served a gentleman's justice. The bug? Where's the pervert? The pervert. Oh, belly. Happy heart. You smell it? The scent of criminality is in the air. Shh, I can hear them just up ahead. Let me get the drop on them before we all go barging in.
He's late. We must assume something went wrong. These meteorites will provide the perfect energy source, and I would prefer to harvest a surplus. But it is too great a risk to linger here.
Freeze, mage! You so much as twitch your lips and I'll light you up.
No! I've worked too hard to give up now.
He's getting away. He'll keep. I've got the one I want. But don't think I'm taking you in just so you can escape. Never again.
Murder is not the answer, detective. Where where did Carnelian go?
He's a slime guy.
You almost had me. If not for this bumbling fool you tolerate. Soft as ever.
Hey, screw you. Teleporting
Oh
in
my
isn't
god,
that
someone
fast.
fast traveled!
That's happened before in other cutscenes. Not maybe not always in this storyline, but it's happened in others. Hildibrand, come on. Some people just need to die.
For instance, Hildibrand right now.
No. Murder is not the answer.
You and me are done, Hildibrand. Stay out of my way. My recent inadequacies as an inspector appear to have earned the detective's ire.
Recent?
'Twas you he turned to for assistance with this case, Wild. It is only fitting that you remain at his side for the duration. Meanwhile, Nashu and I will persist with our independent inquiries.
I think I know who the buggy is. Did you not? Did you guys know who the buggy is?
He's just been following. He's been in this quest for a bit.
Buggy is the buggy is Nacho from from the nines.
Oh, that's right. His thing turned people into creatures. Yeah, no, that's very good theory, actually.
Sorry for the sudden exit back there, but that yolk for brains had me steaming.
Oh, oh man, what do I do? Because I genuinely like Hildibrand. Um, yeah, no, his heart's in the right place. Hildibrand only wants to help. He's an idiot, but he means well. That's the problem. His help ain't nothing but a hindrance. I mean, have you tried a non-lethal set? Oh no, you don't want him to die, so that's the point. You want him to die, that's the point. What? Guys, come on!
Oh, look at the pervert.
That's funny.
For the love of... I see you skulking over there, soft-boiled. Isn't this a delightful spot of serendipity? We were simply following the villain's trail, and look how we've all run into each other. Completely by chance.
To be perfectly honest, if it wasn't for Hildibrand, they wouldn't have two great, uh, parts of the puzzle in this occasion.
Yeah. Well, we were only passing through after all.
We shall apprehend that mastermind with our own tried and true methodology. You shall see. Wild, I want you on the case with me from here on out. When it comes to a proper guide beyond the dome, as well as being tougher than yours truly, no one else fits the bill. You might need to cool your heels for a bit while I work on salvaging more data, but Harderboiled always gets his files in the end. See you around. Oh, that was kind of short. They're usually longer than that, I think.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more, but in the next expansion.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like each patch's amount usually has more than this.
At long last, my scheme is come to fruition. No longer must I endure the company of incompetent colleagues. All is in readiness. The replication of my brilliant mind is at hand. Never again will I be known as the Caniloga Corpus's second best. My name shall ring across the lands, carried far and wide by an army of unrivaled geniuses.
By the way, what was with you abandoning me back there?
Something amusing.
Oh, just the fact that you prepared a device capable of miracles, yet your plans for it are so very banal.
You dare mock me? Eh? Ah!
What a bore he was. Now to realize a dream worthy of this marvelous technology. Oh no!
Oh boy.
I walk a lonely road, the only road that I have ever known. Detective Harderboiled, they call me. Cool and tough as a cucumber wrapped in old leather. I'm a man who prefers his own company. Man, I wish I could peel hard-boiled eggs that easily.
Yeah.
Today's egg was overdone. I let the pot boil and boil, a match to my mood. They say you can't make a cracked shell whole again. Maybe it's time I smash it completely. poor. Those are some troubling thoughts. Can anyone save Detective Harderboiled from himself? I bet the inspector can. With us on the case, a happy ending is never far away.
I mean, Nashu, it's been like 2 years, so
From I don't know if anything's ever gonna top for me the moment in Stormblood where we finally join in on the dance. Sheesh, Wild. I work fast, but not that fast. Come back another day, will ya? Oh, before you go, do you remember when I said I felt eyes on me? Well, I still feel like I'm being watched. Maybe I do have some addle-headed admirer after all. I wonder if the bug's around. It is!
It is?
Yeah, you're probably right, Lance. I think it is Nashu. Or his Nashu. I can't remember her
Yeah, I
name.
think it is.
did Nashu get a Magic the Gathering card? I don't remember her having.
Yeah, she did.
She did.
I think, I'm pretty sure.
Let me see. Let me see.
Maybe?
She appears in Hildibrand's car, but I don't know if she has her own car.
That might be what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, she doesn't have a car. She just appears in Hildibrand's.
So
Okay, well, I guess we want to do the Little Ladies' Day then?
Uh-huh.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pause.
there's already a tele. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm gonna pause the video while I get my outfit changed and teleport over there.